All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostles and elders in New York, GMS. And salutations to Ya'akir around the world. It's teaching the truth. My name is Maya Ka'ala Nagab, and we're Chicago branch of GMS. All right, so, this clown of Vocab Malone, all right, this little fucking imp, G-Con, and so-called Sister Cherry. I don't call, as I said so-called, because she not a damn cherry, man. Ain't nothing, because cherry supposed to be appeasing, Ain't nothing appeasing about her, man, spiritually or physically, man. Right? And cherry supposed to be a sweet fruit, man. Ain't nothing sweet about this old rebellious fat bitch, man. All right. So her name is Sister Cantaloupe, or I call her Cantaloupe, man. All right, because the cantaloupe is unwanted, man. All right, you go to a get together, party, an event, somebody get a fruit salad, man. They don't deal with no damn cantaloupe, man. Throw that shit to the side. All right. But anyway, man, all right, but right here, they try to do anything, come up against the truth, man. You could try all the slander campaigns and all that shit. You only do this shit because you don't have nothing against this truth, man. All right, you got a spiritual ass whooping. All right, this past Saturday, you got spiritual ass whooping by the other camps across America, man. All right, so all your little smear campaign, all this shit, slander it all, brothers and gym ass, lying on them, talking about they teaching raping women and children, man. A bunch of bullshit, man. All right, it says Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. It says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants Yahweh, and their righteous is on me," said Yahweh. Right? No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, man. All right. Whether it be a physical, when somebody want physical harm against us, all right, or just spiritual wickedness, man, slander our names and all that shit. Hey, man, the truth gonna come out, man. The truth gonna come out that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faith are the Israelites that the Bible speak of, man. All right. That shit ain't gonna prosper against us, man. All this slander and all this bullshit, man. All right, that damn pseudo plantation Christianity, man. All right, that shit is dead, man. All right, that shit is dead. All right, cause truth gonna come spring up out of the earth, man. It says what? Psalms 85:11. It says truth shall spring out of earth and righteousness shall look down from heaven. All right, so the truth gonna spring out of earth that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites. All right, all this bullshit, Vocab Malone, this fucking stooges, try to do these past couple months, weeks, years. All right, it's in vain, man. All right, but see, Vocab Malone, he don't go Vocab and Sister Cantaloupe. All right, this bitch right here. All right, because she's a damn dog, man. All right, she's a heathen. She denies her Israelite heritage. She denies Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, she denies the scriptures. So she's a dog, man. She's a bitch, man. She's a heathen. All right. But see, her Vocab Malone and G-Con, see, they'll never go into history, man. All right. Why don't never go into history of West Africa, man? And this shit funny, man. You can just Google this shit, man. All right. And those who sensitive, please excuse my language. I'm pretty hot, All right, so it says what Jews are billed as Sudan, all right? Google. It says Jews of Balad el Sadan describe the West African Jewish community. All right, Israelite communities. All right, who were connected to known Jewish communities from the Middle East, North Africa, or Spain and Portugal, and various historical records attest to their presence at the time in Ghana, Mali, Songhai empires, then called the Belad as-Sudan, for Arabic means land of the blacks. All right. Also talking about Negro land. All right. Because we know that we're not no African so-called Hamites. All right. It says right here, very historical record. So how come all right, Vocab Malone and Sister Cantaloupe. All right. How come you never go into these records, man? Because it shit cuts you. All right. It disproves all that bullshit lies you teach in the church. All right. And one of those lies is that the so-called Negroes in America, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Americans are not the Israelites, man. That's a damn lie, man. That's why you don't go in the scriptures. That's why you try to come up against the men of the Lord. You don't let the scriptures come out, because the truth cuts you, man, and destroys that damn plantation Christianity. That's why you don't go in the scriptures and go into historical records proving that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites, man. All right. Very historical records that attest to their presence at one time in Ghana, Mali, Songhai Empire, then called Bid as-Sudan, from Arab meaning land of the blacks. Jews from Spain, Portugal, Morocco, in later years also formed communities off the coast of Senegal and on the islands of Cape Verde. Right, a lot of Cape Verde know they're Israelites, man. I know it, man. Because I should talk to an elder from Cape Verde, man. He used to say, they'll say Portuguese, or they say Moors, but they know they're Israelites. All right. Because a lot of them came from Portugal, man. All right. It says, according to most accounts, the early Jews settled in Africa were in places such as Egypt, Tunisia, and Morocco, right? Because some of us got snatched from Morocco. Many people don't know that. Jews had settled along the Upper Nile at Elephantine in Egypt. These communities were augmented by sequential rival Jews after destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem in 70 CE, when 30,000 Jewish slaves were settled throughout Carthage by the Roman Emperor Titus, right? All right. So, all right, and you can read that in Matthew 24, man. All right. And also in Luke, man. All right. Also in chapter in Daniel, book of Daniel, man. All right. When the Romans came and destroyed Jerusalem, man. All right, destroyed us because we violated the law, statutes, commandments. All right. But Esau, he's in trouble because he went overboard, flecting us, man. Like I said, Zechariah chapter 1:15. So Esau, you ain't getting no damn break, man. Vocab Malone, you ain't getting no break. All right. They going off talking about let me see, Africa identified Jews. You gotta be careful sometimes. They might be going. I don't know how they get Africa Tarshish, but Spain next to Africa. Although forest is over here in America. All right, they going the hell off. All right, but anyway, man. It says the Septuagint Jerome was taught by the Jews very often. The Aramaic target and prophet identified the biblical Tarshish with Carthage, which is the well, that's false, man. Tarshish is Spain, which was the birthplace of a number of rabbis mentioned in Talmud. Africa, in a broader sense, is clearly indicated where mention is made of 10 tribes have driven outside by Assyria, have a journey into Africa. All right. Majority of them came over here in America. You read that, 2 Ezra 13, 39 and 48. But some did stay behind. That's why you have like majority of 10 tribes, like in Nigeria. All right. You also have them on the southern kingdom in Africa, man. All right. Like I said, Deuteronomy chapter 4:27 told all 12 tribes of Israel, also Deuteronomy 28, that we're going to be scattered abroad, man. All right, so you going to have a couple of Gadites in Nigeria. You going to have Gad here in America. You had Gad this place, that place, that place. All right. All right, so it says right here, connected with this idea that the river Sambation is in Africa. All right, it was bullshit. All right, like I said, you gotta, what we say, we gotta pick the meat, pick the bones out of meat, man. Separate the last one. You said the Arabs, who also know the legend of Ben Musa, sons of Moses, all right, or Ban Masha, all right, correctly saying, agreeing the Jews placing their land, in Africa, all right. Well, sound base is not in Africa, all right. All right. And you can see what script says, page from Tariq Es-Sudan, which describes Zuwa al-Yaman come from Yemen selling kukia. All right, we'll get into that later in this book from Babylon to Timbuktu. All right. All right. So, matter of fact, let's get into it now. All right, page 93. It says, let me see. I'm going to start 92. It says, we are grateful for the travels and researches of Nahum Slotz, who wrote in the early part of the 20th century. He said, for many years, the author of this book has been gathering material, a history of Jewish migration, or Israelite migration, into the Sahara and Sudan. See, Esau and Ishmael, you know, we're talking about sub-Saharan Africa, sub-Sahara. It's a bunch of psychological warfare, man. Witchcraft trying to use basic saying, trying to say Jake and shit, man. But a lot of Israelites went into to the Sahara, man. All right, but see, they ain't gonna talk about that part, especially that fucking snake, Vocab Malone and Sister Cantaloupe. All right, it says one part of his work is already done, the establishment of authenticity of these migrations to the writing of Arabs and the oral tradition of the country. He can now add archaeological evidence furnished by the ruins of ancient Jewish cities in Sahara, Sudan, and the documentary evidence of the Hebrew inscriptions like those of Tuat, which date from the 13th century and 14th centuries. It is now the established fact that Ghana was a black Hebrew state. All right, was an Israelite state, Hebrew state, man. All right, not black. All right, it's not talking about Ghana. It's got had more territory than they show the state of Ghana today, man. So, but it's talking about in on that area. All right. At this juncture, I shall continue my right concerning Zah dynasty in Ghana. The 15th century Zah prince took control of the great city of Gayo, Upper Niger, AD 1009. All right, 1009. His name was Zakaz Okozi. Up to the time, all the kings of Ghana professed Hebrew religion. All right, talking about they profess the law, statutes, commandments of our power, Yahweh. All right, so we don't have no religion. All right. It said, however, this year a radical transformation occurred. Zakasi accepted Islam. Davidson, quoting Tariq El-Fatah, says that the king of Songhay, Ghana, were persuaded to convert to Islam by the merchants of the city of Ghana, who already had become wealthy and economically powerful. It says much of Ghana trade was maintained with the Muslim North. The North Africans were ardent Mohammedans in their day, and economics and religion were co-partners. Operating concerningly in the city of Gayo, I do not condemn the consequent conversion to Islam. He shouldn't convert Islam in the first damn place. All right, but in fact, I should justify his action. All right, and this part of the curse, man. We should worship wood and stone. Deuteronomy 28. All right, in 64, man. We should be scattered all the earth, man. We worship wood and stone. All right. It says right here, the Muslims, and that stone is could be Islam, man. Also Buddha, but in this case Islam. It said the Muslims were dominated Ghana's vital trade links in North Africa and the Sahara. It was good for Ghana's security to be recognized as having a Mohammedan king, a Muslim king. All right. You see right here it says concerning Islam in Western Sudan, Ambassador Davidson made the Salak. I have a code. Ambassador Davidson makes the following observation. Islam reaches the markets of West Sudan by at least 9th century, but it makes a little initial impact. The rulers of Ghana do not accept Islam as one of their state religions. Only at the beginning of the 11th century, a few such as conversions, earlier important we know, being that the king of Gaia traditionally in 1010, followed by that the king of Canaan born at 1086, David. Son says these are tactical conversions. The kings are Muslims only in name, motivated by commercial convenience, appreciation of political and religious achievement, and teaching of Islam. It says, in spite of the fact that the kings of Ghana profess Islam, many inhabitants remain Jews. All right, so they kept the law, statute, commandments, the people. All right, but he still shouldn't mess with it, man. All right, it said L. Berkey, the Muslim writer, wrote about Ghana in 1067. The king of Ghana in this day was Tekamanen, who came to the throne in AD 1062. El Berkey said that the king of Ghana, Tekamanen, was a ruler of a great empire, was able to organize an army of 200,000 men. All right, so there you go, man. But see, this is what Vocab Malone is, and Cantaloupe, Sister Cantaloupe, stays away, man. They stay away from stuff like this, man. Cause all they little false doctrine gets cut up, man. All right. Let's see. Salak again. You go down here. All right. You can see, so they talking about the same thing, man. So this is documented, man. All right. Look at that. We just talked about the Tariq al-Fatash, which it said pages from the Tariq al-Fatash manuscript describe the Jews, Bani Israel of Tarjuma. All right, that's the best I pronounce a lot. Al-Tendarmer. All right. It says manuscript C of Tariq al-Fatash describes a community called Bani Israel that in 1402 CE existed 10 dermer possessed 330 wells and had 7 leaders. All right, so there you go. All right, Jabrut bin Hasham. All right, Donya bin Abdel Hakim, Zura bin Salam, Abdul Latif bin Salami. All right, was Solomon. Malik bin Ayub. All right, was this Malak Bon, it'd be like the name Job. All right, that's what it's talking about. All right, I forgot to say Job and Lashwa Kadash. I haven't said that name in a while. All right, but it says Fadal bin Mazar and Shalab bin Yusuf. All right, and Yusuf's son Yawasap. All right, Joseph. All right. It also stated that they had an army of 1,500 men. Other sources say that other Jewish community in the region were formed by migration from Morocco, Egypt, Portugal. When Scottish Empire Mughal traveled to West Africa in the late 18th century, he was informed by the Arab he met near Walter of there being many Arabic-speaking Jews in Timbuktu whose prayers were similar to the Moors. Some communities are said to have been populated by certain Berber Jews, like the group of Kal Tamashq, or known as Idel Ashek, that traveled from North Africa to West Africa trail, where those escaping Islamic invasions into North Africa. Right, that's what the scriptures, man. Deuteronomy 28, 64, 65, and 66, man. All right, so part of persons, man. All right, and we be